I had someone ask me a very important question this past week, and that question was, what about twin flames with disabilities? Can you be a twin flame with a disability? Can you be together, right? So that is what we're going to discuss today, what we're going to answer. I'm Susie, I'm a certified twin flame ascension coach, and I think this is a really important topic. We are going to discuss disability, neurodivergency, and twin flames. You are going to see me reference my notepad a couple of times to make sure I hit all of the points that I want to hit in this video because it is important to me. And I might even follow it up with a part 2 after I have some more time to simmer on this. So the first thing I want to say is the twin flame journey at the core is about love, right? It's not about having some sort of special spiritual badge on you. Oh, I'm a twin flame, I'm super cool. That's not the point. The point is it's about love. Everyone has a twin flame. I know for some people that's apparently a really controversial statement. I'm not going to address the mechanics of that right now. That's for a different video, but everyone does have a twin flame regardless of where you're at in this particular lifetime right now and in this incarnation. And if you are here watching this video wanting to be with your twin flame is also on this green earth too, looking for you, right? Because choosing to be on the twin flame journey and choosing to be incarnated here right now and seeking out your twin flame, being curious about the journey, that is what we call a core choice. And twin flames make the same core choices. And you watching this video tells me, unless you're hate watching, which is super weird, like get a life. But if you're watching this video about the twin flame journey, that tells me part of you is desiring union, right? Wants to be with your twin flame, is choosing that. Again, that's a core choice. And your twin flame is choosing that too on some level. It might look different from you, but they are. You're, quantum entangled if you want to look at it that way. Now, twin flames are about love. So that means they love who you are at the core. So whatever you have going on, emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, your twin flame loves you. There is no disability or neurodivergency or level of challenge or suffering that excludes you from love. You deserve to have love, and your twin flame will love you in the way that is perfect for you. And you do the same for them. And you do it without even having to try that hard. I mean, obviously upsets come up, right? Maybe not obviously, but like upsets come up. You do the inner work, you heal. I have links to the mirror exercise below and how to do that. But when you're just being yourself, it's so natural for you to love your twin flame in exactly the way they need to be loved. And it's so natural for them to love you in exactly the way you need to be loved as well. So that means, again, no matter where your body or your mind is at regarding different abilities or neurodivergencies, you are loved and you are safe. Now, let's go a little bit deeper than this, right? Your twin flame is also created as your perfect complement too. Perfect complement. So that means the person they are perfectly fits the person you are. When you guys get clear and when you heal the upsets, when you do the inner work, there isn't conflict there between how you want to live your lives, the vision you have for your lives. You're going to be perfectly aligned there. And as you continue to heal the challenges that come up, you're also going to be perfectly supported there too. So what I'm saying is, like, you are enough for your twin flame. There's nothing about you that is subpar. Okay, but you have to believe that, right? I can't make you believe that, and not even your twin flame can make you believe that. Not even God can force you to believe that. Because God gave you, the will to have the experience that you want. So you have to decide within yourself and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm worthy. No matter what I was born with, no matter how my brain works, no matter how my body works, I'm worthy of love, right? I deserve to be loved too, and I do love myself too, and I do allow God to love me too, and I do allow God to romance me too and meet me through my twin flame, through my ultimate lover, because there's no reason I can't have that. None. Okay? But you have to believe that you embody it. And I know that can be hard sometimes for some people, but it's worth it to do the inner work to truly believe that. You have to own your worthiness, to own your value. Now, I know I have another point, so I want to check and make sure what it is. So I know for me on my journey, one of my big turning points recently has been unmasking a neurodivergency, and that has been having ADHD, right, or being ADHD, right, and possibly being autistic as well, and definitely being highly sensitive, and which I didn't even know was considered neurodivergency, but it is. And the reason that's been important to me and on my twin flame journey is because I'd been masking and hiding those qualities to myself, right, for a long time, to the point where I didn't really know, like, what was the mask, like what was a learned behavior in order to fit in and to feel accepted and loved, and what is really me. And I'm still in my process of uncovering that and getting clear there on myself and with myself, and that's deeply been bringing things up on my twin flame journey too. And I share that with you because I know from talking to other people, I'm not alone here. And I want you to know that you're not alone here either. And it's really important for you to, if you have a neurodivergency or a disability where you have pretended to be another person or tried to cover up who you really are and how you really feel about yourself and the world and being in different environments and around other people, then that means you're blocking like your authenticity. And your authenticity is one of the most amazing things to your twin flame and to yourself too, but I know you're here because you want to be with your twin flame. And it's so important to, as is appropriate for you and at the pace that is right for you, begin opening that door to who you really are and expressing who you really are and getting to know who you really are. Because that's the space where you can really meet and go deeper with your twin flame, is when you're being yourself and when you're honoring and valuing yourself too. So I do encourage you, if you're resonating with what I'm saying, I do encourage you to begin the process of unpacking that, right? And getting to know yourself here, because it is so worth it and so relevant to your twin flame journey. And so there's two more points I want to make. And the first is that just answering some basic questions, just because you have a disability or neurodivergency doesn't mean your twin flame will. They might or they might not. What matters when it comes to twin flames is who you are on the inside. And who you are on the inside is exactly who your twin flame desires, and who they are on the inside is exactly who you desire. And you guys will meet each other perfectly there and complement each other perfectly there and be more than enough for each other there. Final thing I want to share is whatever the disability or neurodivergency you have, all you need in order to come into union and harmonious union with your twin flame is to love yourself, right? I know that might sound corny to some of you, but it's true, and it is a real spiritual journey to do that to the depth that this journey asks of you, right? That your ascension asks of you. And that means there's nothing inhibiting you from being with your twin flame. You are perfectly empowered in love. And I know some of us might have hurts in our lives where we felt disempowered, or couldn't live the same way other people do, or be worthy of having the same things and the same love and the same romance that other people do, but I need you to know that when it comes to your twin flame journey, that is a lie. You are worthy and you are deserving and you are empowered to be with your twin flame, because you don't have to change who you are to be with your twin flame. You don't have to be someone different. You don't even have to be free of upsets, right? You just have to love yourself. That is all you need to do. So that is what I will leave you with and encourage you to do, is to love yourself no matter what, and make that commitment to loving yourself exactly as you are. So if you have any questions about this topic, if you want to follow up in any way, if you want me to make a second video about some things that are particularly concerning to you, please let me know in the comments. I'm happy to make videos responding to this type of thing, and I will see you next time.